The people of Tsushima noticed them first. Dark shapes crawling across the horizon. At first, they look like shadows drifting over the Pacific. But shadows do not move with purpose. Shadows do not glint with steel. Local governor So Sukekuni does not need a second look. He knows exactly what is coming. He gathers 80 mounted samurai, men who have followed him through storms, through raids, through long winters. Now they march through the mountains toward the beach and into the jaws of an empire. The Mongols have arrived. 6 years earlier, a message had crossed the sea, a message written in silk and arrogance. It came from Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, ruler of the largest empire the world had ever known. The letter declared, "The entire universe is one family. If we do not create friendly relations, who would wish to appeal to arms?" A soft smile hiding a blade. For decades, the Mongols had ground cities into dust. They shattered kingdoms from China to Persia. Millions dead, millions enslaved. Now Kublai Khan requested Japan to acknowledge his supremacy. Japan responded by doing the most dangerous thing imaginable. They ignored him. And now, in 1274, the consequences wash ashore. At dawn, the Mongol ships surge forward. Drums thunder, gongs scream. The beach vibrates under thousands of marching feet. So Sukekuni's 80 samurai sit on horseback, outnumbered more than 10 to 1. Samurai are masters of the bow, warriors trained since childhood to draw, aim, release, all in a single heartbeat. They fight in scattered bands, each warrior seeking a worthy opponent. And at first it works. Their arrows tear into the Mongol front line. Several invaders collapse into the surf. But then a sound the samurai have never heard before. A wave of arrows, not from individuals, but from units. Perfectly timed, perfectly disciplined. The Mongols fire as one. It is like being caught in a storm. The samurai charge, blades flash, but Mongol cavalry wheel around them, driving gaps into their formation. A samurai shatters his sword against a shield. He looks up only long enough to see a black cloud of arrows descending. By noon, the defenders of Tsushima lie silent on the beach. Villages burn behind them. The Mongols move on. Iki Island receives the same fate. Homes torched, civilians dragged from hiding, no mercy for the living. When the Mongol fleet anchors off the Kyushu coast, they reveal a final act of terror. On their bows hang Japanese women, bound by ropes through their palms, a message written in flesh: submit.
The samurai charge the beach, but this time the enemy is ready. Gunpowder bombs explode, shattering the air with noises the Japanese have never heard. Their horses panic. Men are ripped from saddles by hooked blades. But even overwhelmed, the samurai do not break. Among them rides Takezaki Suenaga, a young warrior hungry for glory. Under Japan's warrior code, a samurai succeeds not by survival, but by gathering proof of his courage, enemy heads, witnesses, evidence of bravery. So when he sees Mongols retreating to an encampment, Suenaga spurs his horse forward. His followers plead with him to wait. He answers with 7 deadly words. The way of the bow and arrow is to do what is worthy of reward. He charges alone. Arrows rip into his armor. One drills into his horse. He falls, helpless, just as the Mongols close in. At the last second, reinforcements pour over the ridge, driving the enemy back and saving his life. But as suddenly as they came, the Mongols withdraw. Why? Some say a storm destroyed their fleet. Others say a lucky wind saved Japan. Or perhaps the Mongols realized they lacked the manpower to hold Kyushu. Whatever the reason, the invaders vanish back across the sea. Japan has survived, for now. Japan begins to rebuild, but in the capital, Hojo Tokemune, the true ruler behind the shogunate, knows the Mongols will return. When Kublai Khan sends more emissaries demanding submission, Tokemune has them beheaded. He orders 12 miles of stone defenses built along the coast. The emperor orders prayers day and night for protection. Japan braces for annihilation. In 1281, the Mongols return, and this time they come as a tidal wave. They bring northern troops, southern Chinese sailors, veterans from campaigns across Asia. It is one of the largest invasion fleets in human history. Tsushima falls again. Iki falls again. Children cry in the hills as Mongol soldiers hunt them through the forests. But when the fleet reaches mainland Japan, something is different. The seawall stands in their way. The Mongols cannot establish a beachhead. They linger offshore, forced to anchor in the bay, close enough to threaten, far enough to be vulnerable. The samurai see their chance. They launch night raids, small boats slipping between giant ships, warriors climbing chains in the dark. One samurai, Kawano Michiari, storms a Mongol vessel with only 5 followers. Arrows cut down his uncle. 2 more pierce his shoulder and arm, but he ignores the pain, cuts through the crew, and captures a Mongol officer alive. Takezaki Suenaga also joins the raids, boarding ships like a man possessed. Japan bleeds, but the Mongols bleed more. Then, in mid-summer, the southern fleet finally arrives, tripling Mongol strength. A battle at Takeshima Island forces Japanese retreat, and then the sky changes.
Dark clouds churn, winds howl across the water, anchors snap, sails shred like paper. A typhoon descends upon the Mongol fleet. Ships collide, masts topple, men are thrown into a black ocean that swallows them whole. By morning, the invasion force, the greatest navy the Mongols had ever assembled, is gone. Japanese warriors walk the beaches, finding bodies washed ashore. Koreans, Mongols, northern Chinese. Most are executed. Only the southern Chinese, former allies, are spared and enslaved. The Mongol dream of conquering Japan ends here. Drowned beneath a storm Japan names Kamikaze, the divine wind. Japan has survived the greatest threat in its history, and the Mongol Empire that once claimed the whole world will never again set foot on Japanese soil.